Hi there, this is Chad Brown, broker owner of HomeWaters Real Estate. Taking a minute just to give you some thoughts I think that are worth saying based on experiences we're going through the last few days. Um, these are difficult times, obviously, for everybody to some degree, but many people are going to be able to weather this just fine. Either their industry is still going or they've got themselves in a terrific financial position, they're mentally healthy, and they're going to get through this no problem. Other people are really struggling with either the financial end of it or the emotional end of it. And I think that's important for everybody to take into account as you're encountering people. One thing we're finding right now with the transactions we already have under contract, and especially sellers who maybe have a need to sell, but right now we're limited, is just managing the emotions of it and the unknown of it. And so I think that's important, no matter who you're dealing with, whether it's in business or your own family members, is just to remember that right now there's just a heightened level of anxiety even in people who maybe normally aren't prone to it. And so take that into account. Try not to take offense. Try to keep things objective. Try to remain positive but realistic if you can. One thing we're really wrestling with right now in our industry, like every other, is this really strong personal need to take care of your family and take care of your responsibilities. And right now it feels like maybe that can't be done. And so people want to skirt the rules, I think, and maybe go out of their house to show property, or go out of their house to go tour properties, travel from other areas to come up here to look at properties. And while in the short term, that desire is really strong, I think hopefully most of us are keeping in mind that long term that's not the right call right now. Whether we agree with these things or not, we've got to respect them, and at least in the short term, do our part to kind of keep things sane and toe the line for a little bit here. I think that our job as realtors is to advise our clients. And one of the big things I'm wrestling with right now, and I know some of our agents are, is should we even put a deal together right now? With the heightened state of emotion that people are in, with the logistics of it. I mean, effectively, should you go buy a property you can't even tour right now or really see? As a realtor, should I advise somebody to buy a house that I haven't seen? Really wrestle with that and feel like, because of those hurdles that we have, I just don't know how I can effectively do my job on behalf of my clients. So while commissions are great and it'd be great to be doing business right now, I don't know that I'm really representing most clients. Now, if I have somebody who is 100% in a financial position where they're not worried about anything, where they maybe were familiar with the property before it hit the market, or some unique circumstance where they say, you know what, I'm 100% confident buying this property. There's no risk of it being a burden to me. And no matter what the pitfalls might be with the property, I'm capable of taking care of that. Well, okay, maybe with that unique individual, you put the deal together. But right now, we've got a lot of people buying properties, putting contracts together on homes, sight unseen, and their intention may not really be to carry that out. We've always had this where somebody will write a contract, well, I can get out during the inspection period, or I'll find some way to get out of jail free, basically. That's not the purpose of a contract. Don't buy a property if you're not prepared to carry it out. That's why you're signing a contract. That's why you're putting escrow money down. And right now we've got way too many buyers, and frankly, realtors representing those buyers, that are throwing offers around that really aren't serious contracts. And that's just going to create more grief down the road. We've got one right now where the buyer all of a sudden feels uneasy, but they put the deal under contract when this was all going on. And the seller is wrestling with, why would I let them out of this contract? They knew full well when they bought it, we put it at a discount to attract somebody, and they were the buyer. And so, you want to be kind to everybody. The reality is contracts mean something. So I guess the point of this all is just, if you're not in a position to absolutely be able to do these transactions or make a commitment to somebody, just don't do it. Just wait it out until you are in that position, or until you can give yourself that sense of confidence by going in and seeing a property. And if you've got a realtor or anybody else encouraging you to do something you're not comfortable with, they're probably not representing your best interest, especially right now, more than ever. We've got to listen to our clients. And if they're wavering at all, if they're uneasy at all, we have to take that into account, and advise them in the right way. So be well out there, everybody. Easter weekend, I know it's going to be a different weekend for a lot of us than we normally experience, but make the most of it. Hopefully you can still carry on most of the traditions that you do normally, and wake up Sunday morning and enjoy the holiday. we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.